Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another unboxing for Black Rose Wars Rebirth. This is for the stretch goal Kickstarter stuff. I'll eventually link to GameFound, but the stretch goal content from the campaigns. So yeah, this is what's really neat is they put it in one big giant box with 6 mini expansions. So each one kind of like works the same way as the previous like retail expansions do. Same size boxes. They almost all have at least one mage in them. Plus then they have maybe a spell school of cards, or they'll have an avatar, or some other cool mechanic of the game. The box is also referred to as, so we can get this to focus, is ROTAS. Or ROTAS, which is the first name on there. So I don't know, it might be Italian. I'm not sure. I know it's Sador, which is the first one, which is the stretch goal box for the name of the original Black Rose Wars game. So Rebirth is ROTAS. It's kind of fun that it's going in backwards order. So I don't know if we'll get the other ones in there or if they are references to some of the other games or not. But yeah, it's a pretty cool big box. It stores all your things. It would almost have been neat if we would have had another box like this to hold the other campaigns. There are 3 more boxes that were the regular goals. And then, like, with a couple of smaller ones, would have been kind of neat if you just would have been able to, like, slide, like, the Apocalypse box in there and then, you know, like, something else, you know, then, like, one of the other ones. And then have, like, this. You could have had, like this one, like, other expansions, and then, like, even, like, the core set. Yeah, there's a really neat pictures on there. Otherwise, it's just a Black Rose. I don't think there's anything different on the bottom. Nope. So yeah, we'll hop through all 6 of these expansions. There's a picture on the inside, which is really cool. So this is just, I'm gonna flip these all around. And we'll have the 6 of Last Dynasty, Northwings, Antiquities, Once Upon a Time, Silk Road, and Madness. So, let's go ahead and hop into these. Hey everyone, it's Jason, and welcome to Black Rose Wars Antiquities box set part 2. So this video will be going over the 2 avatars, Caucus and Parse. And we'll check the room, and they each have their own 30-card commander decks, so this will be a little bit longer video than some of the other Avatar videos. If you haven't checked out part 1, head back in, check that out. We go over our brand new mage, Cassandra, who's this girl in the green here, as well as our Oracle spellbook. So you definitely want to see that, plus the new miniatures. We have we'll see a bunch of these guys, the R-Spice. We'll see them guys. So let's go ahead and look at our room first, and then we'll jump in it. So we have the Ludus Arenas. This replaces the regular arenas. Lets us summon them aforementioned R-Spice. Which are really cool. And then, of course, Ludus is a direct reference to the LMS there, Ludus Magnus Studios, who are the creators of the game. So it's fun that they worked their own stuff into there. So you flip it over, it's rebuilt. It's token is any room summoning R-Spice, it activates. Yeah, so that's very cool. Again, I love when they do this, like, hey, here's a new evocation in a set, and then here's a room, so you have a way to activate it. So you can activate some with the Oracle spell if you're playing that. You can activate them with Cassandra if you're playing that, or you can use this room. So we have multiple different ways to get these guys out instead of it just being like, oh, I have to wait for that one special card to do it. It's very interesting. Alright, so we're going to look at our different avatars, and we're going to start with Parse. So here are these guys. These are basically the Fates. We looked at them before. Cutting the string of Fate with the evil eye. So their card is, they have 10 health, 1 damage, and 2 movement. They have Elusibility. Interesting. They're the only one I haven't seen that haven't had Dominion. So I wonder how that's going to work. Because Dominion means if they ever are in their cell at the end of the thing, they have to activate out of the cell, they go to the Black Rose room. So their special effect is, if there are no tools in the target room, place 1 tool. If they do not place any tools, do this effect and put 2 damage to the other mage with the most points. So they want to keep placing their tools. Their tools in this case are going to be the fake tokens. So we have 12 of them. Double-sided, of course. Alright, so let's take a look at their stuff here. We have the parcels are now in service of the Black Rose, weaving a web of destiny according to her plan. Can you stop them before the pattern is completed? So this sounds less like it's going to be not as much be like straight up like defeat them X number of times. You have to try and play around with their plans. I don't think they're going to be very attack heavy. So of course the setup is put them in there, clip them on there, but take out their Weaving of Destiny Forgotten spell. So their tool is fake tokens. Some of the effects of the Parse command cards place a fake token in a room. A room may contain a single fake token. If a room indicates to place a fake token if it has one, it is not placed. Trap fate. The back of each Parse command card shows a trap activation token. This trap effect is triggered if another mage enters a room with a fake token inside. When this happens, roll the top card of the current Avatar Moon command card deck and resolve the trap effect revealed. Then discard the fate token. If the target's trap effect is always the room where the fate token is triggered or located. Command cards resolved this way do not count towards the limit of cards the Avatar must resolve during the action phase. So they're going to be dropping these tokens all over the map. Especially using their ability, right? They're going to target whatever room and drop it in there. And then, yeah, every time you move around, you're going to have to keep activating them. So either you have to try and work around them, or you just have to trigger the trap, hope for the best, so that way you can keep moving with the game. So their Avatar skill, Elusibility. If the parts they begin their activation in their own cell, they place themselves in the Black Road room before revealing the command card. Interesting. I don't know why they don't have the other phrasing that's the exact same wordage. Alright, their priorities are 1. They target a room. The room with the fewest tokens, so that's any room that doesn't have one, because each one can only have one. Then the closest room. And then the fewest models of tied. So if they have 2 rooms that are close, that don't have any tokens, then they'll target one with the fewest models in it. Otherwise, for priority 2, target a room with the most models in it, then with the least instability, and then the closest room with tied. So least instability meaning here they're trying to they're gonna try and target a room with a model so the guys will trigger it and then try and target them with the least instability, so it's ones that they will go to then hopefully. Interesting. So let's take a look at their cards. So like all other avatars, as we go through, some of these effects start to kind of repeat themselves. So we'll kind of just, read over them a little bit quicker, such as priority and stuff like that. Alright, so we have our first ones. Yeah, on the back, they're all going to have a trap on every single one of them. We'll have the trap token. Well, if they have to draw a card, they'll still do the card part. They just won't do the trap half of it. So you have Spinning the Destiny. So its spell is drawing an event of the current moon. Place 1 tool in each purple room. And for the trap, place 2 instability and inflict 1 damage. Places herself in the target. Spindle of Destiny. Drawing an event of the current moon. Place a tool in each blue room. For the trap, as inflicts 2 damage to each mage 1 space from the target. Places herself in the target room. Nunez Spun. Drawing an event of the current moon. Place a tool in each gray room. And size, usually like 3 of each room, so it's going to target a big chunk of these. Place yourself in the target room. Performs an attack on each model and then activates. So place more tokens down. Ribbon. Draws and solves the quest of the current moon. Places a tool in each red room. Trap is summons an Arspice in the target room, and that Arspice activates. Swift places herself in the Black Rose room and then places a tool in each green room. Trap is summoning Arspice in the target room, assigns a random upgrade to that Arspice. Oh, that's mean. Calendaring places a tool in each room 1 space away, and then each yellow room. And then trap is inflicts 2 damage, places 1 tool in that room, places itself in the target room. Creel, priority 2. It's the first card that's had a priority on it. Most of them are just doing stuff. They're going to sit there and drop stuff. This is the first time they're actually going to move around. Puts 1 damage, places a tool in each room 1 space away, and then activates their ability. This is how they'll place more tokens. And then inflicts 2 damage on each mage 2 spaces from the target room. Spinning, priority 2, inflicts 2 damage and activates its ability. And Trap inflicts 1 damage for each event on the event board. So yeah, we're getting back into the events. If you watch video 1, the Oracle deck played around a lot with Prophecy, where you get to place more events, or Revelation, where you get to remove events. And then even all of the evocations, Caucus, Parse, Griffiths, the Griffin, and the Auspice all have stuff to deal with events being on the board. So this just kind of works with that as well. Kind of keeps that theme going. Combing, priority 1, activate, place yourself in the target room, place a tool in each room 1 space away. For Trap, place 1 instability on for each event on the event board. And then Truthful Singing, activate 1, priority 1, activate, place yourself in the room, places an instability or a tool in each room. And then Trap is in that room, heals 1 damage on herself for each event on the event board and activates. Cool. Alright, then for her second side of the deck, we have Measuring Time. Draws an event with the current moon, places a tool in each purple room. Trap is places 3 instability. Inflict 1 damage for each. It cannot be placed as effect. Places herself in the room. Dies Lustrous. Draws an event of the current moon, places 1 tool in each blue room. Trap converts 1 damage, inflicts 2, places itself in the target room, places a tool in each room 1 space away. Demesia's Measurements, this is one of the other fates. So each one, like Nunia is one of them, Decima is the other one, and what's it, the third one is in the last one, I'm sure. Draws an event of the current moon, tool in the gray room, places itself in the target room, performs a damage on each model there. Activate. Legendary Reinforcements. Solve the quest of the current moon. Tool in each red room. Summons an Auspice in the target room. Activates with +1 attack. Arcane Thread. Black Rose room and places a tool in each green room. Summons the Auspice in target rooms. Assigns a random upgrade. I like the last couple of cards. They get really fun on each stack. Unstable Silk. Places a tool in each yellow room. Inflict 3 damage, places a tool, and then places herself in the target room. Magical Creel. Priority 2, inflicts 1 damage, place a tool in each one space away, and activate. And Trap is with 2 damage, places an instability in each, or a tool in each room around it. Sharpening Threads inflicts priority 2, inflicts 2 and activates. Trap inflicts 2 for each event on the event board. Wrap. Priority 1 activates. Place yourself in a room. Place a tool in each room 1 space away. Trap. Place 2 instability for each event. Converts 1 for each that could not be placed. And the last one is Mechanical of the End. Priority 1 activate. Place yourself in the target room. Places 1 tool in each room 1 away. Trap is heal 2 for self for each event on the event board and activate. Alright, then our final moon is we have the End of Time. Draws an event and places a tool in the purple room. Trap places 3 instability and puts 1 damage for each cannot be placed. Then inflicts 2 damage, places herself in the room. Scissor of Fate. Draws an event. Current moon, tool in each blue space. Trap converts 2 and inflicts 1. Places herself in target room, places a tool in each room. Here's our third fate, Marika's Cut. Draws an event of the current moon, places a tool in the gray room. Places itself in the target room, performs an attack on each mage. Each mage who has suffered damage loses 1 point. Oh, that's mean. Ancient Reinforcement sells 1 quest to the current moon, 2 in each red room. Trap summons an Arspice, entire room activates, then summons another one and it activates. Arcane Section places itself in the black rose room, 2 in each green room. Trap summons an Arspice, assign a random upgrade to it and it activates. Unstable Moir. Place a tool in each space and then each yellow room. For trap, it puts 2 damage. Place 1 tool in each room, 1 from the target room with the least instability. Place yourself in the target room. Deadly Creel. So we had Creel and then we had increasing Creels. 2 priority, inflict 1 damage. Place 1 tool in each space, 1 away. Activate. Trap, inflicts 2 damage. Converts 1 damage. Places 1 tool in each space, 1 away. Clean Cut, 2 damage. Inflicts 2 damage. And then activate. Trap, inflicts 2 damage for each event and then converts 1. Blackened Needles. Place yourself in the target room. Place a tool in each room 1 space away. Then places, for trap, places 2 instability in each event on the board, gains 1 point per if you place less than 4 due to this effect. And then Final Knot. Our last card is priority 1, activates, places itself in a room, places a tool in each room 1 space away. Trap is healed to ourselves for each event, gains a point and activates. Very cool. Yeah, so I do want to look at this again really quickly for her ability. It says, if there are no tools in the target room, place 1. But then it says, if they do not place any tools, this effect with 2 damage to the other mages with the most points. So they're dropping a bunch in these rooms, but they're dropping usually in like every room 1 away. So unless it's in the corner, it's probably going to hit like, even then, it's going to hit like 3 rooms. But it's usually going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms depending on where it's at. So they're going to be dropping a lot. There's only 12 tokens, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So if they're dropping 3 here and then the next one they're dropping 3, that's half of them. You know, if they drop 5 or 6, that's, you know, or this other effect that lets them drop more. Yeah, they're going to keep dropping these over and over with that effect. And then when this activates, they're going to drop more. So they're going to run out and they're going to start just dealing damage to whoever has the most points. So that's pretty cool. Although it says whenever someone activates Trap, it does also go away. So, you know, people might be eliminating them here. They start dropping too many, they're going to start walking into them. They're going to get eliminated. Either way. Alright, then we have our big boss. We have Caucus, the Titan. So what does Caucus do for us? So he has Hunt and Gianto Machia. 11 health, 3 attacks, 3 movement. His ability is converts 1 damage on each mage 1 space away. Puts damage equal to his attack in a range of 0. So he attacks rooms. And this works the same way as his evocation card and his kind of spell. Is like he attacks a room and he bashes into that room. He's too big to attack an individual character. So he's got a couple of different things. Okay, alright, so let's look at his card here. Sorry. I was thrown out by something I wrote down. So, remove Titan's attack, forgotten spell. Place a Cactus avatar card, not the enraged one on the card slot. Place the enraged card on the side of the table. So he has an enraged one, which we'll look at a little bit. So he gets a second one. His priority here says 1 down here. He only has a 1 priority. Cactus chooses a target room. The room which has the mage with the most rows, so he wants to attack whoever's winning. Then the room with the most mages. Then the room with the most models. And then the closest room tied. So he's going after the guy that's winning. And after that, he's going to attack whoever he can take out the most. And then he's just going to take out where everyone is, and then finally he's gonna be like, I'm just gonna attack the next room over. So he has the special rules. He has Fergium, game materials and rules that refer to Caucus, also referred to in Rage Caucus, and Turtle Struggle. When Caucus is defeated, starting with the first mage, each mage who is inflicted with 4 damage draws 1 card from the Forgotten Spell deck. Ooh, that's kind of fun. So you do at least 4 damage. He only has 11 health, so that's only 2 people are going to get cards, right? Because that'd be 8, and then the third one would be 12, and he only has 11 health. At least the first time. Then he has his skills. He has Hunt. If Caucus begins his activation in his own cell, before revealing a command card, he puts himself in the room, the mage with the most roses. If this mage is in their own cell, place him in his black rose room. Okay, so that's cool, because everyone has just been like, instead placing in the black rose room, and then that's where they start from. They leave their cell and they go there. This is the first one that gives them an extra thing. I think he has Gianco Machia. When Cactus is defeated, replace Cactus with the Enraged Caucus card. When Enraged Cactus is defeated, replace Enraged Cactus with his Caucus. So he just switches back and forth. But he keeps his other abilities. So the second one he actually has, he has the same priority on there. And he has the same ability. So he has all the same stuff there. The difference are his stats. So he goes up to 14 health, so now 3 guys can do stuff. He has also 4 damage. So this makes him a little bit harder to defeat and a little bit stronger. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at what his deck is. So he's going to I think he's just going to be straight up a damage guy. Like, the last person was all about traps and doing that and a little manipulating. I think he's just going to bash you. I do love his abilities, though. These are all wrestling moves. This just makes me love this guy. He's a giant Titan guy, but all his attack cards are wrestling attacks. So he gets to do the clothesline. Priority 1, move towards a room. And then he has activate his ability, draw a card. Chop, move towards a room. Activate his ability, defeat each mage defeated due to this effect loses 1 rose. Super Kick, moves towards a room. Activates summoning Arspice. So this is summoning some like little buddies to help him out. Neckbreaker, just moves towards the room. Activates, converts 1 instability. Power Bomb, places himself in the Black Rose room. Spell is activating, puts 1 damage in each room 1 space away. He's jumping and landing in there. Pile Driver, moves towards the room, activates, obtains 1 trophy of each mage defeated due to this effect. The Face Buster, just 1 activate, right? He's just going to use his ability. Yeah, what's his ability, right? His ability is converts 1 damage on each mage in that space, and then inflicts damage equal to it in that space. So he's just going to convert damage and then bash everybody. And he places himself in the Black Rose room. That's all he needs to do. Choke Slam, summoning Arspice, and then he gets to heal himself for 2. Elbow Drop, summoning Arspice in the Black Rose room, it activates with 1 speed. Or he has a defense card here, so that's pretty cool. That was the other one here. There's also a defense card for healing. He has targets a mage who has inflicted damage, inflict 2 damage. And then the last one for this moon is Full Nelson. Draws and solves 1 quest of the current moves. Heals 1 damage on himself, draws another card. Deck 2, he has Moonsault, moves towards the room. Damage, heals 1 damage on himself, draws a card. Suplex, move towards the room. Spell is activate. Each mage defeated due to this discards a trophy. The Irish Whip, moves towards the room. Activate, summoning Arspice. Arm Twist, moves towards the room. Activate, converts 2 instability. Backbreaker, places himself in the Rose room. Activate, puts 2 damage to each 1 space away. Armbar, moves towards the room. Activate, obtains 1 of the trophies for each mage defeated due to this effect. Figure 4. Activate, heals 1 damage on himself, and then places himself in the Black Rose room. Olympic Slam. Activate 1, summon Arspice. And then Protection, he gets to heal himself for 3. Lion Tamer. Summons an Arspice in the Black Rose. Activates with +1 attack. Protection. Cards a mage can inflict damage. Inflicts 3 damage to them. And the last one there is Toehold. Draws themselves a quest. Current moon heals 2 and draws a new card. These are pretty easy to go through. Third moon is we have Frog Splash. Moves towards the room. Activate, heal 3 damage on himself. Draws a card. Crossbody. Moves towards the room. Activate. Each mage defeated due to this loses a rose and discards a trophy. Brain Buster. Places himself in the target room. Activates, summoning Arspice, it activates. Flying Forearm. Places himself in the target room. Activates, converts 2, gains 1 rose for each that could not be converted. Figure 8. Since he has a figure 4, he does a figure 8. Places himself in the Black Rose room, activates, inflicts 3 damage in each space around him. Diving Hurricane Rana. Moves towards a room. Activate, obtains 1 trophy of each defeated mage due to this effect. Senton Bomb. Activates, heals 2 damage on himself, and then places himself in the Black Rose room. The Pump Handle. Summons an Arspice, activates. Protection, heals 3 damage, and summons an Arspice. Cloverleaf. Summons an Arspice. At the Black Rose room, activates with 1 speed and 1 attack. Protection, targets a mage inflicted damage, converts 2 and inflicts 2, and his final one is the Bear Hug. Draws himself a quest of current moon, heals 2 on himself, and activates. So he's very simple. So I almost feel like, I'm not going to say he's going to be easy by any means, but I feel like there's some of these avatars that are kind of like, oh, they have to do this extra special thing and this thing and that. He's pretty much straightforward. I feel like there's Fight the Possessed from the core box, the idea of how avatars work. And there's another mage, it was like another avatar, like just another set I mentioned. But he'd be another one that would be like, if you want like the next, maybe a little bit harder challenge, but like you don't like all these extra rules. This might be a guy, like your go-to guy. So very cool there. Alright, then we have legendary scenarios. So we have a couple of these to go through. So they're just extra little things you can do to add on to the missions, just to make them a little bit more interesting. So we have the Shrine of Destiny. For playing again, replace the arena room with the Ludus arena room. Turn the Abyss, the Mirrors room, and the Orc room to show the rebuilt side. Place the corresponding room activation tokens in these rooms. Once the setup is complete, place the second moon on the 8 slot, the third moon cube on the 21, and the Black Rose cube on the 31. So it's going to make everything a little bit longer. So it's going to take longer to get to each one. Just a little bit. Carry out the steps of the avatar, include a step. Place the Parse avatar in the legendary scenario. Starting the reverse mage, you must place 1 fake token in a room adjacent to their own cell. So you have to like literally walk into one of them right off the bat. That's mean. Scenario rules. Astral Conjunction. When a mage triggers a Parse trap effect, that mage must immediately place 1 of their own cubes on the Parse avatar card. Ancestral Recovery. When a mage is defeated, they take all their own cubes on the Parse avatar card, placing their own pool. Fortuitous Event. Whenever a single effect is to place 1 or more fate tokens, which one of those tokens not be placed, they gain a rose. So basically, if you don't step on them, step on the traps to keep activating them, they're going to start gaining points quick. But then the more ones you activate until you get defeated, you're going to lose cubes, which means it's less instability you can place or less damage you can place. This just eats up your resources. Ancient Memories. At the beginning of the study phase, any mage who is in a blue room draws 1 card from the library. Quest Change. I'm guessing the blue ones are the ones that were flipped over, would be my assumption. I think it's the Abyss, Mirrors room, and Oracle room. Makes sense. Plus, it's the Oracle deck, so it does work. Quest Change. If a mage gains a quest card that requires placing instability in a blue room, to be complete, that mage may reveal a quest card, discard it, and draw a new one. because there wouldn't be any in there because they're already flipped over. Honorable mention. At the end of the game, according to the number of their cubes placed on the Parsa Avatar card, each mage gains the following. Mages the highest amount gain 4. Second highest gains 2. All their mages gain 1. Interesting. So you want to keep activating their fate traps, but not dying, because then you can gain more points at the end of the game. And then there's a layout for 2-player, 5-player, 3-player, 6-player, and 4-player. I like how they put all the blue ones right around the blue and the purple are all right around the black rose room, and the rest are all kind of scattered. Interesting. And that's how I feel is you're playing against that, right? And all of a sudden it drops something on, so if you look on the outside, yes, it's like it drops on, like, drops the tokens on all the blue ones or all the purple ones. They're covering the middle. Very interesting. So you almost don't have to go around the outside. Okay, that's cool. And there's models there. I thought maybe we had an extra one for Caucus, but I guess not. But that's really fun. A little extra mode to play if you want to. Alright, that's what we have for Antiquities. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't check out part 1 again, go back, check out the Oracle deck. Otherwise, check out the other ROTAS expansions or the other core expansions. See you guys later. Bye.